Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Kryptocraft. We are here on the Monster server where we are working on a mob farm. I thought I'd actually recorded this, but I was silly and this actually all just was set up for live streaming. It didn't actually get recorded, it just went into nothingness, so I wasted much time there. Anyway, what I have here is I've got a room that's carved out just for mob spawners. You can see it's got all these conveyor belts that direct the mobs into the drop area there. And that all works really well. I've got in this room next door, you can see I've got some natural gas. This stuff is nasty. I was working on digging a path for the mob essence, for the conduits, and ran into that stuff. It's somewhere right behind this, under the wall there. Nasty, nasty stuff. So I've got this big tank here. Looks like there's a little bit of mob essence sitting in it. I've got a fluid duct here. I think I can actually kill a bat, because the bat is in the way and is... Nope, I can't cover that. That's a shame. But not too horrible. So yeah, we've got tank for mob essence. Above here, I'm working on setting up the stuff for the auto spawner that I have in my inventory here. You can see I have a safari net, I've got a bunch of iron ingots, and I've got a pumpkin. And if we look at our stockpile here and look at iron, you can see I am really low on iron. And this is pretty much how iron has been for me for quite a while now. We had a whole bunch, and then I've been doing stuff that just uses it like crazy, and now we don't have a bunch. And now I'm not going to have enough of this wire to do what I want at this point, but I do have a ring on that gives me massive jump boost. That's how I'm jumping up here. I need that to be gone. The piston's here. What I need to do right now is take away a couple of these conveyor belts, and that conveyor belt is lost forever. Not really. It's just... they're just going down into the drop area of the mob system. Let me off of these things. I love these conveyors, but they are a pain to work around. Someday, perhaps, we will have this set up so that we can turn off all of the conveyor belts. But alas, that day is not today. Now, we need to have this... what I'm setting up now is where the auto spawner is going to go. And if you're thinking quick, you might already have an idea of what I have in mind here. So we're going to stick that just like so. Let's jump up here. For the moment, I'm just going to stick a lever right at the end of it, or right above the piston, just like that, just so it will extend the redstone block. And that's going to be our switch for the spawner. I don't know if we'll need exact copy or not. We'll see. See, I've got mob essence already in there. I had the other spawners running for a little while. This might make this first spawner a little bit less efficient, but that should still be okay. Let me off of here. Okay, so we have... is that power line not actually connected? Oh, that's right. I didn't actually finish connecting it. I ran out of conduit. Okay, so we have power line that's coming up here. So let's finish connecting the power line. And now I should probably put some hollow covers. Let's actually do that. Let's go make some hollow covers. But now this should have... yeah, this has power. So now all we need is the safari net filled with the item that we want to, or the mob that we want to spawn. Let's go get our conveyor belts back. Where is that conveyor belt actually at? I would like to have that conveyor belt back, please. Okay, fine. We'll go down with you. Break our ankles, because that's how we do it. Okay, so there we go. That's closed back up. I've got drawbridges here. I should have put this... Should have extended this drawbridge, too. I've got a drawbridge over the drop point so that there's glass there. So if we're working in here, then we can not fall in the hole. The switches are not in where their final locations at this point, but they're suitable for the moment. And then we have 4 spawners currently set up. I might actually extend these all the way down and just eliminate a little bit of spawning space. It should still be okay with, especially if we have a whole bunch of spawners in here, it's probably still fine. And then we've got our auto spawner, which we just need to make what we are going to be spawning. Let's actually make those hollow covers first. Grab those, and we'll go put those upstairs. And let's grab 4 blocks of iron. And now we have 4 blocks of iron. We've got a pumpkin as a head, and we got a safari net. So let's solve our iron problem. There we go, just like so. And head on top. Hi, Mr. Iron Golem. And now we have an iron golem in a safari net. Perfect. So we stick that safari net in here. And we close the window here. That's our viewing window. Oh, I suppose we should put the conveyor belts back first. Let's see. Let me out. Let me off that conveyor belt. Not that one either. Okay, the rest of these I should just be able to put this way. There we go. I see a spot that's going to be a problem. There we go. That should do. Okay, turn that back off. Let's turn this on and see if this works. If we get the iron golems. And it's going to have a little bit of a cooldown. It should be working now. We have power. We're not idle. Make it a spawn. Do I need that on? Why won't you spawn? Do I need the lights off too? I didn't think those were light sensitive. Everything else spawned. But no golem. Why don't you spawn? Let's turn the lights back on because we don't want to open the doors while things are spawning. The spiders like to track, making them a little bit painful to work with in this, but that's okay. Let's jump back up here. that's going to... So it's idle. This is supposed to work. This is supposed to work just like this. Why isn't this working? I'd really like to know that. I might have to make another... Let's do that, in fact. Let's grab the other safari net. Safari net. We've got another reusable safari net here. Let's grab one of these guys. Because I know cows work in the spawner. Okay, there's cows. Those work. Do iron golems not work? This is bad news. This is very bad news. I thought I had my iron problems figured out, but this is not working. Well, there you have it. Safari nets with iron golems do not work, so we're going to have to come up with a different way of getting iron golems, or might have to build a regular iron golem farm or something along those lines. Let's actually grab a regular safari net. And no. When you guys want to come close enough? There we go. Put another one back in there so I have an even number for when I turn this back on. Right now it's a little short on wheat. I don't have a lot of wheat. My wheat farm is pretty small and not very efficient at the moment. Well, that's unfortunate. I guess we will turn on the rest of the mobs and let them go. We'll go down here real quick. Down here we have a mob drop that has grinders attached. This is a little noisy. And the grinders will grind them up and make mob essence that gets sent up. So this all works really well. Looks like we're getting bogged down a little bit. We have another window that we could open here if we want to get in there to pick up something. Let him out. But yeah, works nicely. I'll have to figure out something else for the iron golems. That's very disappointing. Have to do some research, see if I can find a way of getting them to work. Anyway, I think this might end up being a little bit shorter. I guess for the moment, let's go up. You can see I've got some holes cut around here. That's because I've got problems with that natural gas. Leaked all over the place. It's probably... Well, and it's... Oh, there's some. It's got to be right in here. There's a little pocket of it. Yeah, it's all over the base at this point, unfortunately. Now, fortunately, as we get seasick just walking through the base, we have some regen there. Over here, we have a very wobbly tank of creosote oil. Nice and big. And I've extended the crafting system over to this room. I have some ideas in mind. I do have some ideas for this whole base to change the entire structure quite a bit. But that'll be a little bit of a longer-term project that we'll have to come back to in the future. For the moment, let's drop down. Let's actually dump our levels into the tank here. We got a little XP tank with some XP crystals there. And then in here, I've been working on the applied energistics system. You can see our crafting system is pretty big. I've got 4 crafting CPUs and 4 pattern providers right now. So this is expanding. I've got a couple of storage units in here for some high bulk things that I didn't want to use chest space for. So that's going nicely, and we're working on phasing out the logistics pipes system. I like logistics pipes, but the system as a whole was being a bit buggy and a bit of a pain, so we're getting rid of that system fairly quickly here. And this seems to be working fairly well. I should turn the lights on and... Oh, actually, no, I'm just going to turn off the cow spawns. Yep, here. Okay, so that is that. I will have to do some figuring to see how I can get the... how I can get those iron golems to actually work. Because that seemed like that was going to be a perfect way of getting iron and keeping a nice big supply of iron for our projects, which they need a lot of it, especially the recipes for applied energistics and some of the other projects that I have in mind as well. Let's go down here so the spiders will follow us down here and get pushed in. And that's going to do it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!